The cafeteria at Westbridge Academy was louder than usual. Students laughed, chatted, and hurried from table to table, filling the room with excitement. For most of them, it was just another ordinary school day. But for Sophie Bennett, it was the day her life changed forever. With trembling hands, Sophie carried her lunch tray through the crowded cafeteria. She kept her eyes on the floor, hoping not to attract attention. Being the newest student at one of the most prestigious schools in the country was already difficult enough. She had earned a full scholarship through years of hard work. Unlike many of her classmates, she didn't come from a wealthy family. Her mother worked long hours as a nurse, and every opportunity Sophie had was the result of sacrifice. She promised herself she would stay focused, study hard, graduate, and make her mother proud. But some students had already decided she didn't belong. As Sophie carefully walked past a crowded table, someone quietly stretched out a foot. She never saw it. Her shoe caught the leg. The tray flew from her hands. Crash. The sound echoed through the cafeteria. Food scattered across the polished floor. The room fell silent for one brief second. Then laughter erupted. Students pointed. Several lifted their phones to record. "Oh my gosh, did you see that? She's so embarrassing. I told you she doesn't fit in here." Sophie's face turned bright red. She knelt to pick up the food, fighting back tears. Every laugh felt heavier than the last. She wished the floor would open and swallow her whole. Then, the laughter suddenly faded. A pair of polished black shoes stopped beside the spilled tray. The entire cafeteria turned to look. Standing over Sophie was Liam Carter, captain of the soccer team, top student, the most admired boy at Westbridge Academy, the boy every girl dreamed of dating. Without saying a word, Liam bent down, picked up Sophie's tray, and offered her his hand. Sophie looked up, confused. Their eyes met. Then Liam smiled, a calm, genuine smile. And in a voice loud enough for the entire cafeteria to hear, he said, "Come sit with me. You don't have to face this alone." The room froze. No one could believe what they had just witnessed, especially Chloe Wilson, the most popular girl in school. Because the moment Liam reached for Sophie's hand, everything at Westbridge Academy began to change. As Liam led Sophie through the silent cafeteria, every pair of eyes followed them. The whispers started immediately. Did Liam Carter really just help her? I've never seen him do that for anyone. Who is she? Sophie could feel the stares from every direction. She had dreamed of blending into the background. Instead, she had become the center of attention on only her second day at Westbridge Academy. Liam pulled out a chair beside him. "Sit," he said gently. Sophie hesitated. "Everyone is watching." Liam smiled. "Then let them watch." For the first time since arriving at Westbridge Academy, Sophie smiled. It was small, almost invisible, but it was real. Across the cafeteria, Chloe Wilson's smile had completely disappeared. She stared at Sophie with narrowed eyes. "No," she whispered. "This isn't happening." Her friends exchanged nervous glances. Everyone knew Chloe had spent the last 2 years trying to get Liam's attention. Every school dance, every charity event, every soccer match, she was always there. Yet Liam had never shown the slightest romantic interest. But today, he had chosen to sit beside a girl he had only just met. Chloe stood abruptly. Her chair scraped loudly against the cafeteria floor. Without another word, she walked away. The room remained unusually quiet. Even Liam noticed. "You don't need to worry about them," he said. "They'll find someone else to gossip about tomorrow." Sophie looked down. "I've never been very good at fitting in." Liam's expression softened. "Sometimes the people who don't fit in are the ones who change everything." Sophie looked at him, surprised. Before she could reply, the lunch bell rang. Students poured into the hallways, but the whispers didn't stop. If anything, they grew louder. By the end of the afternoon, nearly every student at Westbridge Academy had heard the same story. The golden boy has a crush on the scholarship girl. No one knew where the rumor started, but everyone believed it. Everyone, except Liam, because the real reason he helped Sophie was a secret he hadn't told anyone, not even his closest friends. And before the week was over, that secret would change both of their lives forever. The next morning, Westbridge Academy looked exactly the same. The sun still warmed the red brick buildings. Students still laughed as they crossed the courtyard. Teachers hurried to their classrooms. Everything appeared normal. But Sophie knew it wasn't. As soon as she stepped through the school gates, conversation stopped. A few students smiled. Others whispered behind her back. Some simply stared. She lowered her head and kept walking. "Ignore them," she whispered to herself. "They'll get bored eventually." But they didn't. By lunchtime, the rumor had spread to every corner of the academy. Some students believed Liam had fallen in love with the scholarship girl. Others insisted Sophie must be pretending to be innocent just to get his attention. Every version of the story was different, yet none of them were true. Sophie sat alone in the library, hoping for a little peace. Books had always been her safe place. They never judged. They never laughed. They simply waited to be opened. As she reached for a novel on the top shelf, another hand reached for the very same book. "I'm sorry," Sophie said quickly. "You can take it." She looked up. It was Liam. He smiled. "I think you found it first." Sophie laughed softly. "Looks like we have the same taste." "Maybe," Liam replied. "Or maybe good stories always bring the right people together." For a moment, the noise outside disappeared. There were no whispers, no gossip, no judgment. Just two students sharing a quiet conversation. Then, a camera shutter clicked. Neither of them noticed. From behind a nearby bookshelf, someone had secretly taken their picture. Across the hallway, Chloe stared at the photo on her phone. A slow smile spread across her face. "So, that's your game," she whispered. "If everyone thinks you're perfect, let's see what happens when they believe you're a liar." That evening, the photo appeared on the school's anonymous gossip page. Within minutes, hundreds of students had seen it. Comments poured in. "I knew it! They've been hiding this." So the rumors were true after all. Sophie's phone wouldn't stop vibrating. Message after message, notification after notification. She stared at the screen in disbelief. Her hands began to shake. She had done nothing wrong. Yet somehow, the entire school had already decided she was guilty. Miles away, Liam sat quietly at home. His phone lit up with the same photograph. He frowned. "This isn't good," he murmured. Someone wasn't just spreading rumors anymore. Someone was trying to destroy Sophie's reputation. And for the first time, Liam realized this wasn't an accident. It was a plan. A carefully planned attack. He looked out of his bedroom window and made a silent promise. "No matter who's behind this, I won't let Sophie face it alone." But neither Liam nor Sophie knew. The worst was still waiting for them. And by the end of the week, a secret hidden for years would finally come to light. The next morning, Sophie almost didn't come to school. She stood outside the gates of Westbridge Academy, gripping the straps of her backpack so tightly that her knuckles turned white. For a long moment, she stared at the school. The same beautiful buildings, the same green lawns, the same students. Yet somehow, it no longer felt like the place she had dreamed of attending. Just as she turned to leave, a familiar voice called her name. "Sophie." She looked back. Liam stood a few steps behind her. "You came," he said with a gentle smile. "I wasn't sure I should." "I was." Sophie frowned. "How?" "Because people like you don't quit." For the first time in days, she believed him. Together, they walked through the school gates. The whispers started immediately. But this time, Sophie didn't lower her head. She kept walking. Inside the main hallway, Liam's best friend, Daniel Scott, hurried toward them. "Liam," he said quietly, "I found what you asked for." Daniel handed Liam a flash drive. "I checked the library security cameras." Liam looked at him. "And?" Daniel nodded. "It's all there." Sophie looked between them, confused. "What are you talking about?" Liam took a slow breath. "I think I know who started all of this." Before Sophie could ask another question, the school announcement echoed through the hall. "Attention students. All students and staff are to report to the assembly hall immediately." The hallway fell silent. Students exchanged curious looks as they made their way toward the auditorium. Within minutes, every seat was filled. Teachers stood along the walls. The principal stepped onto the stage. Before he could begin, Liam stood up. "Sir, I need everyone to see something." The room turned toward him. The principal hesitated, then nodded. Liam walked onto the stage and plugged the flash drive into the projector. The large screen came to life. The first video appeared. It showed the library. Sophie and Liam reaching for the same book. They smiled. They talked for only a few minutes. Nothing more. Then, another angle appeared, hidden behind a bookshelf. Chloe Wilson could clearly be seen taking pictures of them. A wave of whispers swept across the auditorium. The next recording began. It showed Chloe sending the photo from her phone. Seconds later, the image appeared on the anonymous gossip page. The room fell completely silent. No one spoke. No one moved. Chloe's face turned pale. She slowly stood up. It wasn't supposed to." She couldn't finish the sentence. The principal looked at her. "Miss Wilson, is this true?" Tears filled Chloe's eyes. She looked around the room. For the first time, no one was standing beside her. No one defended her. She lowered her head. "Yes, I started the rumors. I wanted everyone to stop talking about Sophie. I wanted Liam to notice me. I never thought it would go this far." A heavy silence settled over the hall. The principal sighed. "Actions have consequences. You will face disciplinary action according to school policy." Chloe quietly nodded. She didn't argue. She simply walked out of the auditorium. Sophie watched her leave. She felt no joy, only sadness. Because jealousy had destroyed someone who once seemed to have everything. The principal stepped back to the microphone. "I hope every student here remembers this. A single rumor can damage a person's life. Choose kindness." The auditorium erupted into applause. Not for Liam. Not against Chloe. But for Sophie. She stood frozen. She had never imagined that the same students who mocked her would one day stand and clap for her. As the assembly ended, students approached Sophie one after another. Some apologized, others simply smiled. For the first time, she truly felt accepted. Outside the auditorium, Liam caught up with her. "There was something I never told you." Sophie looked at him. "The day I saw your scholarship photo on the acceptance board, I recognized your name." She looked surprised. "My mother works at the same hospital as yours. She told me about a nurse who worked extra shifts every week so her daughter could keep chasing her dream. I didn't know what you looked like, but when I heard your name, I knew exactly who you were." Sophie covered her mouth. "My mom never told me. She probably didn't want you to feel different." Liam smiled. "I didn't help you because I felt sorry for you. I helped you because I admire people who never give up." Tears filled Sophie's eyes. This time, they weren't tears of embarrassment. They were tears of gratitude. As they walked across the courtyard together, the afternoon sun bathed Westbridge Academy in a warm golden glow. Students laughed, teachers smiled, life moved forward. And for the first time since arriving, Sophie felt she truly belonged. Sometimes, the strongest people aren't the loudest, they aren't the richest, they aren't the most popular. Sometimes, they're simply the ones who choose kindness when the world gives them every reason not to. And sometimes, one act of kindness is enough to change a life forever. For more interesting and mind-blowing stories, click on the subscribe button.